Hey, hey. Okay, what's good? What's good? So, today was my best friend's birthday. And guess what we did? We went skating. It was so freaking fun. I hadn't skated in so long. I was like all wobbly and stuff. But it was so fun. A guy was trying to teach me how to skate backwards. I think I got like the principle of like how to move your legs. But my legs just weren't moving, not going backwards. It was not working. And I fell a couple of times, hurt my wrist. But I tell you, this was the most enjoyable pain I have felt in the longest time. I am not lying to you. It was so much freaking fun. Just a couple of hours of like literally just skating around in circles to music. But that's it though. Like, that's the thing. When you are with good people that you can trust, it's not difficult to have a good time, to feel free, to just enjoy yourself, right? Like, that is the type of feeling that gets the juices flowing. You feel creative, right? You feel, because you are more free, right? You're not creating under stress, under strain, right? It's peaceful and relaxing, right? At the same time as being exciting and fun. It just feels so good, right? Like, you know that feeling. You know that feeling of being with people that you know and love and trust and that you feel safe and secure with, right? It is nothing like it in the world, right? The only thing, like, if you are doubly blessed, then you get to experience those people who have all of those things, and they also are in the same career as you, right? Like, if you're in business together, then that makes life so much more easier. So imagine, but not everybody is that blessed. Usually that's the thing, right? Like, you start to grow and you start to change, and then you have to spend less time with your friends, right? And I'm not talking about like screwed up friends that you just with because you're insecure and uh, they're just in proximity, right? Like, I'm talking about actual legit like friends that feel more like family than friends. You know what I'm saying? Usually you have to spend less time with those people. And it doesn't feel good, right? So imagine a place where you could all have a good time, do something purposeful and meaningful, right? For your community, for the environment, right? And that's where it starts. You do something meaningful for the community and environment, then you are doing something for the world, because the world is made up of communities, right? It's made up of people. So it starts with the individual. It starts with the individual person. It starts with the individual group of people. So imagine you're able to do that. I'm sorry, I keep stopping. Walking the dog. And it's so daggone dark, I don't even know if you was able to see it. But that's what I'm talking about though, right? Like, that's Lyfted Life Private Social Club. That is the place where people, good people with kind spirits, kind hearts, and I want to get away from saying good, right? Because different people have different definitions of what good is, right? Like, what the fuck is a good person? It kind of gives you the idea that if you do something wrong or something off, then you're not a good person. And that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, by good, I mean people who are caring, kind, empathetic, who are this way all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just who they are at the core, not who they're pretending to be, not the mask that they put on for the public eye, for their personal brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's who they are. And so imagine being in a group of these people where you get the experience of meeting new people, sharing ideas with different people, right? Having a good time, enjoying the company of people who may not have started out as your friends, could have started out completely as strangers. You know what I'm saying? But now, because you are doing this great thing together, you are developing unique relationships with these people, right? Um, that would benefit you in personal life and business life. You know what I'm saying? People that'll help you be a better you simply because they are striving to be their best selves, right? A place where you can go and relax and do whatever it is that you enjoy doing, right? Without all the bullshit, without the stress or strain, without constantly having to question. You know what I'm saying? Like, mistrust all the time is a trauma response, right? So imagine a place where you don't have to live out that trauma, right? Because you know that these people are not out to get you. These people are not going to fuck you over. These people are not not I want to say opportunists, but I don't think being an opportunist in itself is bad all the time, right? But people who aren't going to take the opportunity to fuck you over. You know what I'm saying? People where you could lay your things down and know it's going to be there when you get back. you know? You know what I'm saying? Being around people where you could share your issues, get sound advice, and trust that it is not going to leave that building. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to leave that space, right? Because they not only give a fuck, they're not only good people, right? But they're also like integral. Like, they give a fuck and they respect exclusivity. they they respect your privacy, right? People that's not just around to get something from you, but that'll also add to you. You know what I'm saying? Freely, joyfully, right? And they can do that because they know that you're not just using them and waiting for the opportunity to fuck them over. That is what Lyfted Life is. And in those situations, in those environments, people can thrive. You can thrive, right? You not just survive. Like, we've been struggling to survive for too long. It's become a generational trauma, right? Not good. Not good. It don't feel good. It leads to high levels of stress, right? And the stress produces cortisol in the body, which then leads to a whole host of issues. High blood pressure, diabetes, liver, kidney problems. Not good. Not good at all. So a lot of that, like, just having a place where you could decompress. Because, like, for instance, myself, I am a bit of a loner. I like being alone, okay? I enjoy being around good people. I enjoy being around people, right? Whether I know if they're good or not. I just like being around people, but I don't like the stress, right? That it could bring being around people of a certain mentality. Being around people that are acting out of their traumas, right? That haven't healed to the point or made a decision, even though they're feeling this way, that they're not going to do. They are on purpose going to make sure that they don't hurt anybody else. Does that mean they're always successful? No, because we're humans, we make mistakes. Um, but once you realize it, you apologize, and now you know, so you take the appropriate actions to not do it again. I'm talking about being around a group of people like that, right? That you could truly trust. Imagine how much more creative you can be, how much more energy can go into your creative mind when your mind is not focused on stress, when your mind is not guarded, right? When you're not spending time on defense, looking over your back, looking over your shoulder, always wondering who's out to get you, or like, what do you want now? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna be completely honest. That is where I'm at. That is the place that I'm trying to heal from. I am there. Like, somebody come to me and my first thought is, what do you want? What are your motives? What are your intentions? Why? Because up until this point, there have been very, very, very few people that I can trust that they had good intentions, that I didn't have to question it, right? That I didn't have to know offhand what they want, because I don't have to prepare some sort of defensive tactic. I don't have to protect myself from them because they're not a danger, right? Very few fucking people. And that's sad. That is fucking sad, because as I go out and I talk to people, right, over the years, just general conversations, not even conversations that specifically started about this, but you know how you sit around with people and they vent, they talk about that day, they talk about their situations with other people, and it always comes back to that. It's somebody that just woke up that day and chose to be fucked up. Always that situation. So now I'm like, it's not just me. It's these people that's out here that's really acting out of that trauma. That's really said, I've been hurt, so I'm going to make the decision to hurt other people. Whether conscious or not. Like, they're choosing to constantly hurt other people, right? And a lot of times they get defensive, so they're not even trying to, like, rectify the situation. They're not trying to, like, make good and truly repent and turn away from those actions. They make excuses. They get defensive, right? Because any type of correction feels like an attack. So what you gonna do with that? How you gonna heal or grow from that when that's the situation? Man, you can't. Because a person first gotta admit that they fucked up in order to, like, unfuck the situation. You gotta admit that you fucked up. What that leads to is people being more stressed out. It leads to more mental anguish and stress. More mental illness for the people who are just trying to, like, do what the hell they do. Did I just see a freaking shooting star? I swear I just saw a shooting star or a comet or something. Now when I go in the house, I gotta look it up and see if it's like a meteor shower going by tonight. That was pretty freaking cool. I looked up at the right time. Okay. That Joe just darted through the sky in and out of view. Boom, in like 2 seconds. Last time I saw that was maybe like a couple of months ago when we had that meteor shower. Anyway, stuff like that just makes me happy. And it'll be cool to share that with people who, at the very least get joy out of me being happy. Because, that's how I feel. I may not necessarily be particularly interested in the things that you're interested in, but just to see like the joy and your excitement and how excited a person is about it makes me feel good. Because I know that good feeling. Like imagine being around a bunch of people. I can imagine being around a bunch of people that's just like that. Like I've met people like that. Now, imagine we all come together. We're all in one place, right? Imagine the creative freedom, the amazing things that would be built. And now imagine all of those minds working together towards a common purpose, towards a common goal, right? That is freaking powerful. That is so freaking powerful. That is what Lyfted Life is. That's what it means. It's just, double meaning with the cannabis. Get lifted, So, yeah. I just wanted to do a video before the day was over and share that information with you because it was on my mind and on my heart. And the more and more I talk to people about it, the more like people are excited about it. People are like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Because I'm not making this shit up. Like I've talked to people. I've talked to enough people about it over the years that I know this ain't just like some fluke thing. It ain't something that's just in my town or my neighborhood or something that I experienced alone. This is a regular thing that people go through. So why don't we have those spaces where we ain't got to deal with it? Can't completely eliminate it because people gonna be people. But we can create those spaces where we can escape it. Dope as fuck. Okay? Okay, so I put an ad on Indeed. Okay, true. You alright, girl? I put an ad on Indeed to hire an assistant CEO that could help me with those things. So I'm looking for a candidate that understands the mission, that when they hear it, they understand it, they believe in it, and they're willing to work with me towards it. Somebody who is more of a people person than I am. Someone who is skilled and talented at going out and finding people, networking, marketing with people, doing all of the computer administrative stuff that I've been like spending a lot of time struggling to learn and figure out and get right. Somebody that is a freaking beast at marketing, because I freaking suck. I'm looking for people with all of those talents and skills whose strengths are in areas where I'm not strong at, so that we can work together, so that the best of us, all parts, can work together towards this thing. So, I went ahead and took a chance and put it out there. And I got a lot of applicants that responded, replied. I looked through, weeded through, and now I got a number of people that I have to go through this hiring process with. This is my first time. I'm pretty freaking nervous. I went on an interview myself, so I'm sitting there um, watching how they interviewed and how the process was, and asking them about that. Looking at videos about hiring and interviewing, so that I can get more comfortable with that and with that situation. So I freaking okay. So I'm about to go and put some ice on my wrist, cause boy, it's not feeling good right now. But I'm in this thing. We're in the process. Come on now. Talk about boss moves. And I'm actively working to eliminate this feeling of imposter syndrome. Yeah. Yeah. And that was another thing I talked to my friend about when we was skating and doing that thing. She was actually the one that I first talked to about it, and she was like, "Do it." I'm like, "Girl, I need to hire some people. I need to hire somebody." And she said, "Do it. Go for it." I said, "Hell yeah." So here we go. These are those beginning steps. And I'm not acting like I got it all together, but I'm getting it together. I'm not acting like I'm perfect, like I have more than I have. I'm being totally transparent and honest. I am me, and it's possible. And you are going to see, right? Talking to those of you who are going through these steps yourself, who are thinking about it, who are planning, starting a business, doing your thing, you are going to see the process, and I'm going to let you know how it feels along the way. Um, like I've somewhat been doing. I just kind of been getting on here, sharing thoughts, sharing what I know, and then sharing feelings, rants, and stuff like that. So if you piece it together, you kind of feel, what it is. But I'm gonna be more transparent about the process and exactly what's going on, and what the process look like, so you can know what to expect. So as you're going through it, you're not feeling alone, you're not feeling crazy, or like just completely out in the deep end by yourself, because that is kind of what this feels like. But I know I'm not alone because the universe is supporting me. Because I have friends that support me. That once I actually get this out of my mind and like share it and talk to them, they're like, fuck yes. That is dope as fuck. You need to do it. So, and these are people that I actually trust, right? Like I trust my best friend. I trust my friends that are truly my friends, right? That have proven to be there for me. That's not using me. That's not gaslighting me, lying to me. I've had a lot of those in my life too, but we're not focused on that. We focused on the right ones, okay? And so while I feel alone, I know I am not alone. Although I am alone in the fact that no one can do this for me but me, right? Like I'm the only one that can do this. I'm the only one that can take the steps and do what I need to do to get done um, my goals, to accomplish my goals, to manifest my dreams into reality, right? So even though I'm alone, I'm never alone. And even though I'm the only one that can do this, I'm not doing it alone, okay? And pretty soon, I'm going to have even more help. I'm going to have a freaking superstar, because whoever this person is, okay, that I am manifested, that I am actively going out, seeking, looking for, putting the information out there, like as open and transparent as possible. And I'm getting responses, right? So people are receptive to it. They're hearing it, they're seeing it, and they're like, hell yeah, I'm down. Okay, I'm qualified. Check all my qualifications. Okay. And so that's what I'm doing. And this person is going to be a fucking rock star. Okay. Okay. And together we are going to get so freaking much done. And it's going to be amazing. Okay. It's going to be amazing. Okay. Talking life changing, amazing. Okay. And we just go add and build from there. So I am super excited about this. It's time I go put something on my wrist because every time I move my hand, it's throbbing. I'm so glad it's not swollen. Just it just hurts to move it. It should be all right by the morning. All right. So I gotta put this phone down so I can take my coat off and hang it up. Cause ain't but so much I can do with my right hand right now. The left is all I got. To the left, to the left. Oh, and I'm braiding my hair. Put braids on the locks. But it ain't finished, so you know. So look at that. It's gonna be cute. Ah. All right. Peace. Love you. Till next time.